guys, so I'm just out here swapping out horses, and I hate the way my hair looks right now. I'm sorry. But yeah, just out here swapping out horses right now. Miss Ivory has now been swapped, and she's actually going out with Star now. Ivory was getting a little big for her britches, and about that 2 or 3 year old age, they tend to do that. So I usually like my younger fillies or younger colts to go out with a more dominant mare, just typically because a mare is going to teach a young filly or a young horse manners. And as y'all see over here, Ivory's actually on the other side of that bale. She's not messing with Star. Star is very, like, she's not main aggressive or anything like that, but she will keep her in her place. And just like a young kid, you know, trying to be smart aleck or talk back, young horses, especially under the age of 3 or 2 or 3, they typically will do that. I'm actually watering right now, guys, see. They typically will do that. So now she's actually going out, like I said, with Star. That's my bred mare Star. Ivory, you can't see her because of how tall the round bell is, but she's actually on the other side. But she is definitely not trying to pull anything with Star because she knows that Star will whoop up on her a little bit, which is not bad for her. I mean, she's not going to sit here and beat the crap out of her or anything like that, but she's definitely not going to let her. Ivory was going through a little spell where she was trying to run up and bite the other mares or nip at the other mares. And Belle is just so sweet natured that she will put her in her place a little bit, but she's not going to do it very much. She'll actually let her keep doing it, and she'll kind of pin her ears at her, telling her to try to stop, but she's not going to nip her back to make her quit. So I actually had to swap out the mares this week, so that's what I did. Like I said, I put Star out with Miss Ivory. You can see Miss Ivory over there right now. See, she's letting her in her vicinity and everything, but she's not. She knows to keep her space and to be respectful, and that's something all young horses need to learn. Like right now, like she wants to be a little brat sometimes. So what she needs to learn, y'all excuse my dogs, guys, but she needs to learn to be respectful even of older horses. Like I would not put her with Calypso, because Calypso is really lame to the point that she couldn't really put back. And for example, I should have just showed you, because she was trying to go nip at Belle a little bit, even though Belle's in her stall. But she's not going to go, see right there, she's not going to go try Star, because Star will actually like give her a good nip back, or actually chase her. She'll chase her a little bit just to get her out of her space. But it's good for young horses to learn that, especially at this age, because if not, they'll grow up to be really big brats, and you don't want a big 1,200 pound brat. You know, you just don't want one, especially if they want to throw a temper tantrum or acting like some kind of way. It's better for them to learn at this age to be respectful, to be mindful of their surroundings and other horses, to be respectful to the herd, things like that. So another reason why I swapped Ivory with Belle and why I have her with Star now is they are actually going out on night turnouts now. I've actually swapped them over to where they're only going out at night, and that way she doesn't get burnt during the day. The sun's starting to stay out extra longer. It's starting to warm up past 70 degrees. I don't want her to get burnt because she has pink skin, so she would burn really profusely if I left her out in the sunshine during the day. So she, like I said, she goes out at night. She stays up in her stall during the day. So we kind of play musical stalls. Belle is in her stall right now. She actually goes out with my mare now, Calypso, that's in this stall. My older mare, she doesn't chase or anything, so Belle's she's one of those mares, she's really awesome about that. Like, I can actually put her out with pretty much anybody, and she's going to get along with them no matter what. You very rarely find that in certain horses. But Calypso, she's like, you know, she's foundered before twice. So she can't be run around a lot because her feet, she has really bad arthritis in her legs. So we don't want her run around or to end up any more lame than she already is. So we typically let her stay in the stall now at night. She stays in Ivory stall, and then Belle goes back in her stall. Star stays in her stall during the day, so we just play swap around. We play musical stalls, and there she goes walking away. But yeah, it's one of those things that you have to make certain decisions like this. It's not a big deal. You know, Belle's got company still. She's got Calypso staying with her during the day. And right now it's not really hot enough for them to have a whole lot of shade. But the shade, their oak tree will start actually blooming here pretty soon, probably about another week or two. I see it happening. The weather's finally warming up enough here in Mississippi that I feel like, you know, she's fine with that. That'll work out better for them. And then Little Miss Star, like I said, here, I'll give you a better view. Little Miss Star right here, so she even gets along with Belle. Her and Belle really like each other too, which is good because they're both going to be my mamas next year. Star is the one being bred with Firewater Live, and then Belle is the one being bred with Hot Ones Only. So it's really good that them two get along, because I'll have to play musical stalls here again when they get close to having their babies. I'm probably going to let Star stay with Ivory till then, and I'm probably going to let Belle be with the new filly when she gets here, because like I said, Belle gets along with pretty much everybody. She's not mean. She's even been around my sister's filly and stuff when she had her surgery and had to be on stall rest. So it was just a whole thing there, but she was like a babysitter. She's a babysitter type mare. She'll babysit anybody, so she's really good about that. And like I said, Star is the type of mare, she's going to make them, she's not mean or hateful by any means, but she is definitely not going to let a young horse or a baby bully her, even as short as she is. She is my shortest mare. She's only, well, you can see it right there. She's only 14 hands, and she's going to make sure that the younger horses, make sure they know their place, and make sure that they're respectful and spacious and all that kind of stuff, and make sure they don't be bullying up on anybody, because Ivory was, unfortunately, she's still a baby sometimes, and she goes through these little periods where she'll get kind of bullying. She'll want to bully Belle or bite up on Belle, and I definitely am not going to put Ivory with Calypso, because Calypso cannot afford to be bullied. So Star is the type of mare, she'll be dominant enough. She's not going to be a mean dominant, but she's definitely going to keep them in their place so they know to mind and behave themselves, which is really good for us humans too, because typically young horses, when they get kind of arrogant and full of themselves and don't want to stay in their space, they can hurt you. And I've noticed too, the last 2 or 3 days since this happened, I have noticed that Ivory has been a whole lot more even respectful to me and stuff, so that's really great. I love that. She's definitely still spoiled and still a big baby, but like, she's gonna respect my space until I invite her into that space, which is great and which is perfect. So I just wanted to educate you guys on what's going down. I hope you guys have a great day, and y'all have a great happy Tuesday evening. Okay, bye.